Hello, my jewels and gems, my precious stones, my undiscovered diamonds. I welcome you that way because whether you are a jewel, a gem, a precious stone, or a diamond, we're all in this journey together. So let's get started. Today's lesson is going to focus on a skill that I believe we all can develop, and that is continuously learning. Being able to learn and being able to be taught on the job seeking process, but mainly if you are currently employed without being told. Many times in the past, I've gone on jobs and I've held positions that taught you everything you needed to know. And other times in my past career journey, I've worked in positions where you have to teach yourself everything. You have to figure it out yourself. And both situations and both assignments are really important. And so I would just like to share a little bit more insight on those journeys. The first position I held was with a prestige cosmetic company, and they committed to teaching us 100 hours of material every year. Everyone got at least 100 hours of training every year. And it was amazing because we were able to execute the goals of the company fairly quickly because we were so educated on everything that could come at us. And we also had mock training, and we did role playing on a regular basis and practice things on a continuous basis so that we could always be sharp, and our skills were always sharp, and we were learning new things and adapting with whatever the environment was around us. So that was my best example that I have of just learning and being in an environment where you can learn and you're poured into. Another assignment I had, I was qualified for the position, but there was not a lot of training or materials on how to do the position well or execute the goals of the position well because nothing had been established for it. So in that instance, I would say that was where a lot of my skills were developed, and they were developed fast because I had to take everything on the job descriptions and what was expected of me, and I had to learn how to do it. One of the first things I did with that particular position was take the job description, and the hiring manager and I sat down and we outlined everything that I needed to do, whether it was small, whether it was large. And then I talked to people who performed the job before, again, successfully, or if they failed. And I literally just jumped into each duty one by one. Okay, how do I learn how to do this? What material do I need? What books do I need? What training do I need? And I also had the ability to call on third parties. A lot of companies partner with third parties to provide services. I would talk to them. I would scour the internet. I just tried to get as much information as I could in order to successfully execute the duties of the job, because it was a company to where everybody was busy. So we either had to be a self-starter and get it done on your own, or possibly sink and fail at the position. So I took the initiative, and I had the mindset and the attitude to learn it all as much as I could, as fast as I could, because I knew that if I had the ability to learn and really be someone who self-starts to learn, that I could use that skill not just on that job, but on another position in the future and in life, because there are going to be times where you may work for a company and they provide everything, and there might be other times where you have little to nothing to go on. And while we always want to lean back on, oh, no one ever trained me in that, sometimes that's not going to be good enough. We're going to have to say within ourselves, what can I do to make myself successful? And I 100% can say that I've watched a lot of people over time do that. And those were the people that were more visible. The people who they say they just got after it. They just went and did it. They were confident within themselves to learn whatever skill it was. And they had failures, and they had more successes than they did failures, because they were constantly learning. And they got recognized. Many of them got recognized fast and moved up within the ranks, or achieved whatever work goal they had set out to achieve. I myself have had the same grace and favor, because when you get after things and you take it upon yourself to constantly learn, the people who are in positions to elevate you, they do notice that, and they do know that you'll solve a problem without it even being identified, because you took time to just learn everything you could to make yourself better. And I will say, in learning as much as you can without having to be taught directly and somebody walking you step by step on every single thing, because that's just not possible. When I say that that is the skill that cultivates you and makes you more confident, I can definitely personally attest to, the more you know and the more you educate yourself on processes and things, the bigger your boost of confidence gets, because you know without a shadow of a doubt that you have studied and you've gained the knowledge to make the best decision possible, or to move forward in whatever it is you do. And this could be a simple entry-level position. This could be a mid-level position, but it's really critical in mid-level and executive level positions, because those are the people who make the biggest decisions for companies. So I just want to encourage everyone that if you are entry-level, start then, because if your ultimate goal is to be the executive level leadership in the company, start with that skill now. That way, by the time you achieve that goal, you can look back and you can say that you have truly done the work, and you've definitely earned it, and you have the confidence and the knowledge to back it. And always remember, start where you are, even if you mess up.